Depending on how you and your team work, using triggers can make life a little bit easier as you can automate or manually activate a trigger to save yourself some time. Triggers are super easy to set up and use. All we need to do is get to our settings, and to do so, select your profile picture on the top right. Then select the settings option. In our settings window, select inboxes. Next up, select the inbox that you want. I'll go with support inbox. And now over on the left hand side, just make sure that we've selected triggers. Now we can see all of our triggers created for this inbox. So currently there's just one, this Kurt Tech trigger. And over here to the right, you can see that this trigger currently isn't active. And we can easily turn this on or indeed toggle it off. And if we want to add a new trigger, just select new trigger. Now the first thing that we need to do is name our trigger. Here the trigger I'm creating is one where the agent responsible for a ticket will automatically get an email if they haven't replied to the customer in 2 hours. If we want to add a description for our trigger, we can easily do so. We can toggle on or off the activity of this trigger. We can state whether this trigger is automatic, so whenever the conditions are met, this trigger will automatically be enacted. Or we can set it to manual, where an agent has to manually activate that trigger. And down here, we can set our conditions. You can see that we have match any or match all conditions, which means that if we have numerous conditions here at meet any, then if any one or more of those conditions are met, our trigger will be activated. However, down here, if we have several different conditions, then all of those conditions must be met before the trigger can activate. Now let's quickly add a condition, and I'll go with time down here and hours awaiting reply. We can select greater than or equal to or is less than, and I'll stick with greater than or equal to. Now we just need to put in our time, so I'll set it to 2 hours. Of course, we can add more conditions here if we want to, but for now this one condition suits my needs. And now that we've added our condition, the next step is to add our action. And this is what the trigger does when it's activated. Select action. In this case, I want to send an email. And of course, we can edit this email. We can select who we want this email to be sent to. Let's say assigned agent. And we can set a custom email here. Now just add our subject and our message. And once we're happy, just select save. And of course, we can add more actions here if we want to. So let's quickly add another action. And this time, I'll add a tag. Now we can select our tag. And let's say urgent. We can add more tags here, of course, if we want to. Below our actions, we can choose which inboxes we want to share this trigger to. So we can go with just our support inbox, or we can select specific ones here. Or indeed, we can select all. If we want to apply this trigger to all matched tickets, we can easily do so. And then down here, we can choose to create our trigger. And there you go. Now you can see that our trigger has been added to our list. And now any agents who haven't replied to a ticket within 2 hours will receive that email. And that ticket will have the urgent tag. And that's it. That's how easy it is to add and use inbox triggers in Teamwork Desk. If you have any further questions, feel free to contact us, support@teamwork.com.